I'm doing a quick live video to answer a question. I've got a couple of people with, particularly when they try and connect it to cash flow. So fundamentally, let's get it straight. Profit and loss statements, depending on whether you're doing accrual or cash accounting, is different to cash. Now, if you're doing a cash profit and loss, yes, cash and profit and loss are the same. So your money transacts in that instance. But the problem comes when you've got a business where you're running accounts with other businesses and they're running accounts with you. Okay, now let's imagine this. Let's imagine in month one, you've got this massive order, and so you have to start ordering things. So you're being invoiced to get these things come in. So you've got a high level of invoices coming in or cost of goods sold. But at this point, you haven't been able to invoice for the goods that you've done, the work that you've done. You may not get to actually generate that invoice until the work's complete 3 months down the track, okay? And at which case, you're going to see a massive spike in your sales. Even though here you mightn't have many sales coming in, you've got this massive cost because of the invoices that have come in. So part of it is you've got to get, once you've ordered stuff, you want to get it out the door as quick as possible. Now, ideally what happens with profit and loss is the invoices line up within the month that the project is delivered. Now, if you're doing construction jobs and those sorts of things, that's not going to work. So sometimes it's better to take a bigger time frame to look at your profit and loss, because obviously this month here is going to show a really low, probably a negative profit. But over here, you're going to have a massive bounce because you're going to have all these sales that have been entered into your system. So I guess the question is, yeah, you may have targets to hit each and every month, but if you've got longer type projects, you're going to see this up and down going, because the invoice generally is tagged or timed to the month that particular service was delivered, like a product or a service here, or when it's completed at the end here. If you're doing progress payments, that may be a different story. You may be able to put a progress payment in here of a certain portion of the invoice, in which case your sales go up and it will not give you a negative profit, but it will give you a better indication for that month of how you're going. But generally speaking, you may need to have a look at a bigger time frame just to see how you're tracking your business. So if anyone's got any questions, as always, please type them in. Happy to help you out. But also just remember that profit and loss is, if it's an accrual basis, it's just theory, because you get a bit of paper, and even though money hasn't transferred, the bit of paper turns up as an invoice on your accounts records and so forth. So hope that helps for the lady who asked a question a couple of weeks ago. Love your feedback. If you haven't subscribed, click the button down below. If there's any videos you want me to do, please let me know. Happy to run them out for you. Cheers.